What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. If you'd like to follow me on social media, here's how you can do that. I've had to wrap my head around how I wanted to approach this video. I thought about scripting it out. I thought about, maybe putting together bullet points, and I think I'm just going to let my commentary fly. Yeah. So let me first start by saying many things can be true at one time. I can be empathetic to somebody that is a millionaire losing their house in the Pacific Palisades fire in California, and also be outraged that a CEO of a multi-level marketing company that is a millionaire and is making money off of the backs of the distributors in the company, that in 2022, the median income was less than $11, sharing a GoFundMe for the millionaire that lost their house in a fire in the Pacific Palisades to the distributors in Pruvit. I can be outraged by that and also empathetic that this family is without their house, and we're going to talk about it. Today's video is going to cover exactly this. At the end of this, I'm going to provide some resources and in the video description that you can donate if you would like to help people that have lost their homes and their belongings and their memories in the fires in California. I'll get more specific on that here shortly. But first, let's talk about this video that Brian sent out to the Pruvit promoters. And if you don't know, Pruvit is a multi-level marketing company that sells exogenous ketones. We have seen more and more unhinged behavior from the distributors, ridiculous health claims not backed up by science. I have had multiple products from Pruvit tested for heavy metals. You can check that in the Pruvit playlist. And if you're just looking for a bingeable playlist, my anti-MLM playlist has over 400 plus videos. So you can just click the button, do your thing. And if you're looking for something to listen to and watch, you can do that there. So this, I feel like the audacity, the absolute audacity of Brian Underwood, the CEO of Pruvit, to send this out to all of the Pruvit promoters, asking them, people that statistically and based off of Pruvit's own income disclosure statement that's linked in the video description, made in 2022 a median of less than $11 for the year, and is asking them to donate to Blake Mallen. He does also mention that there is I think it's like an Amazon wish list, if I remember correctly. And I browsed. I browsed through the Amazon wish list and saw things like, yeah, there's, toiletries and things of that nature, wetsuits. Is this a raging video? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We're going to rage together because this is something that I feel like we need to talk about. And I'm going to use this to try and raise money and also donate myself to an organization that I'll mention here shortly for the people of California that have lost their homes, that aren't millionaires. Anyways, let's watch this video together and let me know what y'all think.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to get a quick message out and ask you for your support. Yesterday, as many of you know, Blake Mallen and his family have been one of many families that have been affected by the tragedy out in Los Angeles, California, and all of the fires. 2 days ago, I think January the 8th, we received a message from Blake saying that he had just watched his home burn to the ground. Words couldn't express, I think, the way any of us felt, or there's no words that you could say to make someone feel better at that point in time. And, I was really blown away. I was in shock because just 5, 6, 7 hours previously, I talked to him and he felt like they were out of harm's way. Fortunately, no one was hurt. They were all safe. And then yesterday, I had the very first conversation that I've had with Blake since the tragedy. And And it was amazing his spirits. I said, I just don't see how you have such good spirits. And he kind of shared with me the story, that he was there. He said,
The only reason you're sharing this story is to pull on the heartstrings of the Pruvit promoters in order to get them to donate. And I just think that is so disgusting. I'm so mad about this because there are things that he's leaving out of this story. And is it intentional? I don't know. Blake lived in the Pacific Palisades. He didn't live in one of the other areas of California. Blake is a millionaire and has a history of being a part of multi-level marketing companies all the way back to Visalis. And allegedly Blake's house was paid off and all of this. And it's the privilege. It's the absolute privilege of Brian Underwood sitting here on his high horse, asking the people that statistically, according to the FTC, lose money. The majority of people lose money in a multi-level marketing company trying to pitch these ridiculous Pruvit products. And he's asking these people to donate so that Blake can rebuild. A millionaire asking or sharing another millionaire's GoFundMe. I can't.
Brian, literally within 48 hours, I probably put out 100 mini fires and 100 fires trying to save the home. And he said, bad luck had it. We were one of the houses where they didn't have any water in reserve.
In the Pacific Palisades.
The next door neighbor's house caught on fire, and he said the chimney literally just fell the wrong way. And once it fell towards my house, Amber got in the attic, and once it gets in the attic, he said it's gone. He said 5 or 6 firefighters stormed in. He said I was just paralyzed with emotion and sat there and watched it burn to the ground. And I know each and every one of you have put your prayers, thoughts, feelings, support out there. And I asked him, I said, what can I do? And I said, were you able to get some of your belongings out? And fortunately, he said he was able to save a lot of the sentimental stuff, the wedding pictures, the baby pictures. He said, but ironically, I didn't get out any necessities. He said, literally, I only have the clothes that are on my back. He said, all of our belongings are in a car. And unfortunately saying, that it's an unfortunate situation out there because most houses aren't going to be covered by insurance. Blake found out yesterday his wasn't. Most of the insurance companies canceled, natural disaster several years ago in California. And so this is my conversation with you all. Blake had an incredible, I would say, energy and outlook on it, considering, and he said, look, this is day one. It's a refresh. It's a restart, starting over. And I think so many of us have been there in our lives.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're trying to make this teachable moment to the Pruvit promoters by putting this out and telling this really horrific story and focusing on a millionaire, focusing on the president of Pruvit that lived in the Pacific Palisades. What about the other people in California that aren't millionaires? What about the other people in California that have no savings and didn't get any of their things out? I think that's the part that bothers me the most about this, is that we're focusing, and by we, I mean him, focusing on the president of Pruvit that lived in the Pacific Palisades where lots and lots of celebrities live. And the people that are being preyed on in the company, in my opinion, because I'm talking about the Pruvit promoters, are the ones that are funding it. It makes me so mad because at first it was, oh, let's raise 50,000 for him. And then the last I checked, it was 150 plus thousand that they had raised, for Blake and his family. And my question for Brian is, did you personally contribute? Where's your name on that GoFundMe? Where's Pruvit's name on that GoFundMe? Unless it's hidden in some sort of an anonymous donation, why is your name not on there? But you're going to be quick to get on this email or whatever and send it out to the Pruvit promoters asking for them to contribute. What did you contribute? Because if you're any kind of a leader, and I know you're not, you would have been the first person to say, I've donated, this is what I've done, this is what Pruvit is doing for them. No, 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 no. Your instinct is to send out this message to your Pruvit promoters asking for them to contribute to his Amazon wishlist and GoFundMe. You are no leader. This is disgusting.
And I think it'd be a great tribute to Blake, Karis, his wife. I was just on the phone with Grayson right before um, Christmas, and he had a concept for a Pruvit water bottle, and their daughter to, help them with that.
I'm sorry. Did I just hear that right? So, are you going to sell Pruvit water bottles and then the proceeds are going to go to Blake? Or are you going to donate it to an organization that helps all of the victims of the fires in California? Because Blake sure did get on NBC and allegedly share his GoFundMe in an interview. That's the part that bothers me as I'm kind of talking this through. That's the part that bothers me the most. Blake wasn't the only victim in all of this. There are so many victims in this, but we're going to focus on Blake, a millionaire that lived in the Pacific Palisades with their house paid off. And we're not going to try to help the other victims. No. They're just going to focus on Blake. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Start. If we can contribute, I truly believe the gift of living is giving. And if we can give symbolically to being a part of his start, his new start, day one, day two.
What do you mean giving symbolically? You're asking people to contribute money that are not making money in the company based on your own income disclosure statement from 2022. What do you mean? How much did you contribute, Brian? I know I've said this, I'm saying this multiple times, but that is what really bothers me is the focusing on this millionaire, the GoFundMe being shared by a millionaire, asking the people of Pruvit to contribute money to only benefit one person. I don't even know what I want to call it. Maybe you guys can help me with how I'm trying to word this, but it's the focusing on one person instead of the entire community that clearly needs help.
And represent our new year as well. I think that it would go a long, long way. So I'm asking you and encouraging you, whether it's $1, $10, or wherever you see fit, 100, 200. We have a registry that we're going to get out to everyone. If you want to fulfill some of the items for the kids or for Karis and Blake to help them out to get back uh, going again, as well as his family put together a GoFundMe because his house was paid for. Basically, his life savings was gone in that, tragedy that happened on June.
Is he getting income from being the president of Pruvit? Does he have other income sources from his previous grifting? This whole situation is awful. And just like I said at the beginning of this, many things can be true at once. I can be absolutely empathetic to this family losing their home in the fire and how traumatic that must have been. I can think about the kids, I can think about all of that, and I can also be outraged yet again by the actions of this individual.
So for any of you, those that were wanting to support, I've gotten hundreds of messages how we could support. I think collectively is really sharing this message and being part of Blake's fresh start. In day one would be the ultimate compliment and to him and to our community. So, with that being said, Blake, we love you. We love your family. Anything that we can do to help, we are here collectively as a community to get behind you. So, sorry that you had to go through this unfortunate time, and our prayers and thoughts and love are with you, my friend.
I hate it so much. It makes me so mad. I am so heated, you guys. I'm laughing because I'm so uncomfortable and I have so many emotions going through me. So, that being said, what I would like to do is for me, I'm going to donate, obviously. And I'm also going to donate the AdSense from this video to the California Community Foundation's or Wildfire, Relief Fund. This organization supports intermediate and long-term recovery of efforts for major California wildfires, focusing on vulnerable populations. See, now this is the thing that I think would have been really, really cool for him to do in this scenario is instead of asking people to donate to Blake, to donate to the organization that helps all of the people. Instead of a millionaire that lived in the Pacific Palisades, helping them get wetsuits and things of that nature from the Amazon wish list. Ridiculous. So I'm going to provide the information for that in the video description. Again, I am going to donate the AdSense in addition to a personal donation as well to the California Community Foundation's Wildfire Relief Fund. And again, they help people that are within a vulnerable population. I worded that really weird. But let's think about all of the individuals in this situation. Let's not just think about the millionaire that lived in the Pacific Palisades and needs to replace wetsuits. Oh God, it's infuriating. Anyways, if you guys would, I'm donating the AdSense, so run up the comments. I know that this is going to be a very polarizing thing, but a millionaire sharing a GoFundMe for another millionaire to what I believe to be a vulnerable population, the Pruvit promoters, asking them to financially donate while not also disclosing if he himself, Brian Underwood, contributed, if Pruvit made some sort of a donation, I think is disgusting. It makes me mad. So I'm going to use my rage. I'm going to use all of these emotions and feelings, and I'm going to ask you to comment, to like it, to share this video so I can donate the AdSense. And again, I'm going to make a personal donation as well to that organization. If you would like more information, either about Pruvit's income disclosure statement, the organization itself, all of that will be linked in the video description. And you guys, at the end of the day, I think some empathy goes a long way. And I think thinking about how things impact everybody as a whole is something that is missing. So instead of thinking about just this one individual that's a millionaire, and I've said it a million times, and how that impacted their family, let's think about the entire community that has suffered because of these fires. And let's see what we can do to raise some money if you are willing and able to. And again, I know not everybody is in a place where they can financially donate. So if that is you and you just want to run up the comments and, like the video, share it out, I would appreciate it. And as always, I will be transparent in my donations, and there'll be a community post and all that stuff, just like anything else I do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching all the way through. I appreciate you guys. If you would like and subscribe, that would be awesome too. I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to go get myself together. Bye, everybody.